There's so many ladies at the moment that we're talking to who are asking me about, why do I need a man? And when you say that you want to turn up and show up as yourself and authentically as yourself, why can't I just show up as me? Who you're showing up as isn't always who you are at a core level. You know, very often who we're showing up as, it's our hurt and our damaged, and it's us after we've been through divorce, separation, trauma, all of that has a lot of ladies, and a vast majority of the ladies that I talk to they might be successful, smart, switched on ladies, and most of our clients are, but they might not be being successful in love. And so when they're not being successful in love, very often who they show up as is their hurting self. It's not their true, authentic self. When they say to me, why can't I just be me? That would be great if you were 100% confident, if you love yourself at a core level, if you totally believe in yourself and trust yourself. But if you've even got a smidge in there of doubting yourself and not being able to trust yourself or the decisions you make, or thinking that you can't trust men because you've been hurt, or that maybe you're thinking and you've bought into this belief that there's no good men out there. When you believe that, you're going to show up on your dates and when you go out there to mix with your protective armour on, and it's like you're prickly. That's like, I'm not going to give you too much. You're going to have to prove to me that you're worthy and that I can trust you. And the thing is, ladies, that's not you showing up as your true, authentic self. That's you showing up in your hurt and in your fear. So when you show up like that, no one's ever going to really get to know you. When you've got your protection on, it's very hard for people to see who you are and connect with you at a soul level. I want you to be aware of that, because a lot of our behaviours are subconscious. We're not even aware of how we're showing up and how other people are perceiving us. How often is it that we think that we're doing something and we're coming across one way, and other people can see and reading us totally different? You know, very often us ladies, we have our resting bitch face on, or we have our don't mess with me face on, or, you know, my mum does this one where she looks over top of her glasses and my kids call it grandma eyes. You know, it's the disapproving grandma eyes. Whatever it is, that is not your true authentic self. When you're at your best, and when you are in love with yourself and you're happy and you're vibrant and you're flowing, that's the woman that we want you to be all the time. That's the woman we want you to be when you show up on your dates and that you're meeting new people, where you're authentic and you're real and you're passionate and you're alive and your feminine essence comes through. There's a huge difference between feminine energy and masculine energy. And so many of the beautiful ladies I work with have just become used to bunkering down in their fear and putting on their protective coat and not allowing people to get inside and see who they really are. And that's not you, ladies. That's not you showing up authentic and real. If you know that you've been hurt or you've protected yourself and that you're not showing the world who you really are, and let me tell you, you're 95% of the population, so you're not alone here. You might not even be aware how you're coming across. But if you had a trusted friend who could tell you and you could hear without being hurt, but very often the people close to us can't say the things that are real for us, because if we're being hurt, we're often very sensitive and we get triggered. So people play safe around us, or you call that being prickly. You keep your distance. You know, if anyone touches you, it's like, and it's not touch physical I'm talking about. It's like if they don't say things to you, they can't speak their truth around you because you might be oversensitive or dramatic, or you'll get easily offended. So all of those things are holding you back from being your best self. So that's just a little reminder for you today that when we say that we want you turning up whole and complete and as your true and your best self, you know, for you to get to that place, it takes work, ladies. It's not natural. It doesn't come easily. And for you to show up and say, this is me, take it or leave it, that's your fear talking. That is where you have your protection on. You think that if you have that attitude that that's confidence, it's not confidence, it's fear. When you authentically love yourself and you're coming from love and compassion, you can give love, you can accept love, and you don't get offended. You know, you don't feel rejected. You know that you're in your higher good and that you will connect to people at an energy level and you will bring into your life the person that is right for you. So when you're really connected and you're really happy and you're really living in your power, you know that there's an abundance of beautiful men out there. You don't have to come from scarcity. You know that you can lean back and that you are going to attract the right man into your life at the right level of consciousness. And when you have that confidence, you don't ever have to settle. You know, you're never trying to get a man to pick you or to choose you over anybody else. It's about you mutually being able to meet and talk and get to know each other, and there being no hurry to jump into relationship. If you ever feel that, you know, desire or need, or sometimes it's nearly like a manicness that I see happening in ladies, it's like they want to be picked, they want to be chosen, and if they don't get a phone call back within a certain amount of time, they start to stress and wonder what's wrong with them and what they did wrong and what they could have done different. None of that behaviour is healthy, ladies. So if you're experiencing any of that, I really would love and suggest to you that you've got some core healing to do. And when you've done your core healing work, you will show up authentically in your beautiful self, your whole and complete self. And that's what the world wants to see. And that's what men find absolutely magnetizing. They love you being empowered. They love you being switched on. And a healthy man loves a solid, independent woman. They don't want to have to fix you. They don't want to have to deal with, over dramatic people or people who are going to be easily triggered and haven't done their healing. They want healthy women that they can be in relationship with and who they can have fun with and have adventures with and get out there and just enjoy and love life. If that's who you want to show up as, ladies, just do your work. You'll put yourself in the minority of women out there. So many of the men I coach tell me that where are all the good women? And I say to them, all the ladies, in general population say, where are all the good men? Because there's an absolute disconnect between what people say they want and who they're prepared to be themselves. And I want you to meet someone at the same level of consciousness, but I don't want you to meet down here where most people are. I want you to rise above and for you to be the best version of yourself. And when you do that work, you're going to meet a man who's done his work and who he wants to have the same sort of relationship as you. It's totally possible for you, ladies, so don't you dare give up. And it's beautiful to have a relationship in your life. Do not allow people to tell you that there's something wrong with you if you want to be in relationship. I am an extremely successful, smart, switched on, independent woman, and I love being in relationship. I absolutely adore it. I would consider my life incomplete if I didn't have a man in my life. It's not because I need him. I don't need a man. I'm financially responsible. I've got everything I could possibly want. But I choose to be in a beautiful, healthy, committed, passionate, amazing relationship. That's what I want, and that's what is possible for you. So if you want that, ladies, don't ever settle. Don't settle for not having it, and don't settle for having one that's not good enough. You can be everything, can have everything that you want for yourself in your life, but it does take you doing your work. It does take you turning up at your best self, your true self. It's that part of you that shines. The one that every now and then you'll see a fleeting, she'll come and visit, but she doesn't stay. because she usually bunkers down in her fear, and she starts to think that she's not good enough, and who the hell is she to be able to be so beautiful and capable and strong. And she usually plays small to the negative voice in her head. And what we do and teach you is to put that negative voice away. It's not serving you, and to bring out your greatness and live into that greatness every day. So if we can help you ladies and that's who you want to be, reach out. We have a beautiful program called the Shine Program. Absolutely life-changing, transformational, in-depth work. We do it over 9 weeks. Everything that I teach you is we teach and then you do. I don't believe in just talking about things. I believe in taking action and actually transforming and bringing it into our life. So all of my lessons are delivered, and you have to do work to actually get them ground into your life. And that's how we transform. And it's a transitional journey taking you from where you are to where you want to be. And you know, where you want to be, ladies, if you want to be in a beautiful relationship with an amazing masculine man who meets you at the same level, just reach out. Absolutely possible for you.